Hello, and welcome to another day of the 12 Days of Christmas in July. This time I have a quick and simple card with lots of texture that you're going to love putting together. So, without further ado, let's get started. First off, I need to run two things through the Big Shot. One is going to be a piece of 80-pound solar white using the Winter Snowflakes Sizzix 3D embossing folder. So this is going to give us a nice thick 3D impression. I really like the way that this looks. It gives you tons of texture without tons of time needed. So we're going to run that through. And then on the Happy, I've got a piece of white fun foam and then another piece of solar white 80-pound. And I'm going to adhere these two together so I can run everything through the die machine at once. So this is about a 3-inch piece, and that's what you need for these mega dies from altenew. So I've got the big Happy mega die, and that's going to fit right on here, and I'm going to run that through the Big Shot as well. So I'm going to go run those both through, and then you'll see what they look like on the other side. All right, so just a reminder, when you use the 3D embossing folders, they're super thick, so check your sandwich on your die cutting machine because you're going to want to change it up when you put these kinds of thick embossing folders through. So you can see this has got great texture to it. Hey, there we go. And I mean, I love how that pops right off the page. It looks so spectacular. Okay, and then we did the Happy die cut here. And I love using the fun foam to add some depth to this without having to do like 3 or 4 pieces and then gluing them all together. Sometimes that's the look you're going for, but sometimes this look is like perfect. So I'm being careful to kind of leave this all intact at the moment because what I'm going to do is glue on the back side so that I can keep this in a really nice pristine condition and not let it get all wonky when it goes onto the card base. So actually, we can do that next. I told you this card was super quick, so just going for some Tombow. And this panel is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's going to fit all the way across, which is another reason why I like to use a separate panel for this. Even though it's white, I could have used this, but I really didn't want the whole thing to be embossed. Like when you open it up, I want you to see a nice flat white spot on the inside. All right, so how easy is that? And that's already attached. Spectacular. And then on this guy, like I said, I'm just going to leave everything kind of intact at the moment and just get a little bit of glue, preferably on just the large sections if you feel like you can get away with it. And the fun foam actually adheres pretty quickly, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. All right, so I did get a little bit of adhesive on the outside here. I could have used an adhesive like sheet and turned the whole thing into a sticker, which works equally as well. I just decided to go this way today. So I'm going to pop this guy kind of in place and just push down on the letters themselves. And now very quickly pull up the outside. Now you don't have to do it this way. I'm kind of experimenting because when I did the sample, I got just a hair wonky, and I thought, I wonder if there's a better way to do it. I don't know if this is a better way or not. It's kind of stressful to make sure that I picked it up and didn't get this stuck to anything. So perhaps that's not a better way to do it. But look at that. It looks pretty awesome. Okay. And then the last thing, I might need to add a little more adhesive under there, but we'll let that sit for the moment. Okay, the last thing is to do a sentiment. So I have the Happy Holidays. This is from the set that we used for the tags, the Heartfelt Christmas. Just grab the Happy Holidays. And I have a piece of, this is Chili Pepper by Lawn Fawn, and it's about 5/8 of an inch. 3/4 just was too thick, so I went for more of the 5/8. And I'm just going to use the VersaFine Clair. Nocturne to get my sentiment on here. And I love how dark and black and rich that turns out. It's awesome. I got some ink on my fingers, so before I go hit that white, I'm just going to wipe them off. There we go. And then super simple, just glue it on and trim off the side. I mean, this card can't be any easier. Well, okay, it probably could be, but I wouldn't want it to be. I think it's a fantastic card. Of course, you can change up your background color here. You could do blue, you could do green, you could do purple, any color you want. And that's it. Just going to grab my scissors here and snip off the edge. And I've got yet another perfect card for the holidays. So don't forget to be leaving comments and fill out the giveaway form. So when I go to give away all of the great prizes and fun stuff, you are entered as many times as you can be. You can go back and watch previous videos and go check out the blog posts and leave your comments there. Those will qualify you for extra entries to the giveaways for the 12 days. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you for another 12 days tomorrow. But until next time, happy crafting.